Hello, my gorgeous souls, everyone who has made their way to my sacred space here on the channel. I thank you so much for being here. My channel is really growing. I'm seeing it every single day, the evidence of the expansion of this, the stream, this creative project of mine. It is a goal, of course, to share my insights with the collective as much as I can and to just grow my brand. And so to see everybody making their way here, choosing to connect, it means the world to me, honest and truly. It is such an honor, and it means a lot. So if you are new, especially, and you've just made your way to the channel, I can want to just say I appreciate you and love connecting, love having you here, sharing time and space with me. And if you haven't actually subscribed and you just are a frequent visitor, I invite you to actually click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you are notified every time I post. I have a lot of great content here, I think, and so you don't want to miss out on any of the fun. With that said, happy St. Patrick's Day. If you are seeing this on the day it is first being recorded and uploaded or shared, if you're seeing it even just around the time that it was shared and uploaded, it is the month of March, the month of abundance, prosperity, blessings, just really, prosperity, all types of wonderful, abundant, beautiful energy that we want to, tap into today. So you can see I've got a beautiful, St. Patrick's Day spread for you. Lots of beautiful greens included here. This will be the only time I ever include any non-crystal decor on the table, but I don't actually have a crystal rainbow. I don't even know if they make one. And I couldn't locate any crystal, carved crystal clovers either. So I hope to have those by next St. Patrick's Day. But for this St. Patrick's Day, I just wanted to use the green decks for you, get a little bit festive. And we are using some new decks on the channel as well today. I'm really excited. I'm excited to do this reading. I love St. Patrick's Day. This is one of my favorite holidays, very much into celebrating. So I had to bring a reading to you today. Have some new decks. I even have a very special surprise. So let's get started. We're going to be asking today what you can expect for St. Patrick's Day, for the rest of the month of March, just for the immediate present period of time when you are tuning in and watching this reading. What blessings can you be expecting to come in for you? So for pile one, we have the beautiful Flora tarot. Of course, I had to use that. It's got the clover as its main symbol. So if you're drawn to a black and white, a floral or botanical style deck, or the clover, I invite you to select pile one. That is going to be paired with, I want to say, the lime calcite. Pile two is a deck I have not yet used on the channel before. It is the Embroidered Forest Tarot. Now there is a second run or second printing of this deck currently being printed, and it is independent, but this is the out of print first edition, and it's gorgeous. It's so stunning. Love those green backs as well. So that's going to be pile two, paired with the, I believe, green jasper. And pile three, another deck newer to the channel. This is also an independently created deck called the Guardian of the Night Tarot. Even though this is independent, there will be a mass marketed version available on Amazon for pre-order currently. So you will see that affiliate link down below if you're considering or thinking about purchasing that deck. I invite you to use my link. It is of no cost to you, but it helps support the channel. So that's wonderful. So the Guardian of the Night Tarot paired with the Moss Agate Tower. And we were also going to be using today my stunning Taro-racle deck. This is the Vintage St. Patrick's Day Taro-racle. I call it that because it is a combination of tarot cards and oracle. All vintage imagery is going to contain the major arcana of the traditional tarot Rider-Waite-Smith system, and then a bunch of oracle. So just pictured images with one word meanings on them. And they will be used in all three piles today. So go ahead, reflect over whichever pile is calling to you most, whichever crystal is calling you in most, or deck you're drawn to. I will see you over at your pile for your beautiful reading today on the blessings you can expect for the month of March. Hey, pile one, you chose the lime calcite tower today. We'll pop that over into the corner, and the beautiful Flora tarot with this stunning clover image on the backs. It is actually the symbol of the entire Flora Tarot brand. And I thought, obviously, need to use that for St. Patrick's Day. Happy St. Patrick's Day if you are seeing this reading when it is first being uploaded. Happy March. Happy period of abundance, the coming of spring, which is upon us. I believe it's in 3 days from now. So lots of just really abundant, beautiful energy coming in that is surrounding the time of this reading. So regardless of when you are finding it, trust it is timeless and meant for you at any point in time that it crosses your path, that the messages within, you can take them as true for you. Spirit has brought you to this video for a reason. So we're going to get started today. I don't have a ton of time, but I definitely want to get you this reading. It was important that I brought this to you today. On St. Patrick's Day, we're just going to take a look at what's going on in the current energy in regards to manifestations, your blessings, what you can expect, what's coming in for you soon. We're going to get lots of tarot, of course. We're going to use my oracle deck today, which I'm so excited to share with you. I'll bring that out in just a little bit. And we're just going to get some good information on what you can be expecting. What blessings are coming in for you, pile one. Let's take a look. So we've already got our first jumper, first card out, Temperance. That's beautiful. And we have the King of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, is this just amazing right now? I want to keep the little rainbow here if I can. If he gets in the way too much, we'll have to move him. But I wanted to just keep this nice and festive and adorable. I love this day. This is such a great day for me. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Two of Wands. And we have the Emperor. Overall, these are great energies for you, pile one. Let's go ahead and clarify them. Get a little bit more to the storyline. This is Strength. That's a beautiful card. Strength and Temperance. That's amazing. The Seven of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. The Six of Cups. And the Five of Cups. So a lot of fives here, a lot of sevens, big major energies for you. Pile one. Today, being St. Patrick's Day, I am only going to be using my oracle deck, which can double, I think, as guidance or just as supplemental, give us some further information about, the energy currently going on for abundance and blessings. It is going to feature vintage St. Patrick's Day images. I'm very drawn to Victorian and vintage imagery, so this is actually the first in a series of vintage style decks that I created. They're not currently for sale, but if people express interest in them, I have considered possibly doing so. But I'd like to just take a moment to show you. So these are the card backs. I, of course, select, a nice vintage image that is symbolic of the holiday that I'm working with. And then, all of these are just vintage images that are by certain artists that convey, whatever particular card that is. So I have the major arcana featured, which is going to obviously be card 0, the Fool, through card 21, the World. And then all of the rest are just going to be oracle based. So for that reason, I combined the terms tarot and oracle, and it is a Taro-racle deck. So just go with it. It's a little different. What blessings and abundance can pile one expect in the next period of time here? We have the Provider, which is interesting because we also have the Emperor here coming out for you. We have Honor. This is really interesting. Very interesting energy. We have Celebration, and I'm going to actually position that horizontally. We have the Independent Lady. Oh, I just brought her out, and here she is again. So this is a really strong independent energy. Now, it is the lady energy, but in case you have a masculine identification, no worries. It's not gender specific, it's the energy, of course. And I think, I did bring out the Moonology Manifestation Oracle. And just because we're talking about manifestations, I do think I'll use it. I said I was just going to use my deck, but I think I'll use the Moonology deck as well. Just a few. So we have the full moon in Capricorn, take a reality check. I think that's already happened or is happening for you currently, pile one. And we have the last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. So pile one, as I stated, there's a lot of number fives representative here, which obviously indicate transformation and change, higher learning. So developing a greater sense of self is what I'm seeing. And that's definitely abundance. When I discuss abundance and blessings, I'm not referring to money necessarily. It could come in the form of material or financial manifestation, but you know, abundance is in all forms. It can be expressed through love. It can be expressed through achievement. It can be expressed through just an abundant, happy, joyous feeling. So for you, what I'm seeing is a lot of change, a lot of transformation. We also have a lot of sevens present with the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. So sevens being the divine number, divine intervention. It does feel like there is going to be a stabilization of sorts, a grounding. We have the Emperor energy present for you, which is clarified by the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups being a card of disappointment, loss, of regret, just, you know, not the most positive, pleasant feelings. We also have the Five of Pentacles out as well. Both of these cards are representative of a sense of lack, a sense of disappointment, of loss, of not being empowered or in your power. But with the Emperor presenting here, we have this beautiful energy of somebody who is stepping into a state of empowerment, a state of stability, of preparedness, of groundedness, and someone who can take charge and take command over their life. We also have the Provider card coming out here. And when I created this deck, the Provider card did give me strong Emperor energy. So this is the idea of, you know, a provider, a protector. It could be a you know, husbandly or fatherly energy if you are masculine. Otherwise, it could represent, again, just this idea of coming into a sense of inner stability, balance, peace, reliability, just feeling more secure is what's striking me. And we also have honor coming out here, which is interesting because immediately when I see that, especially with the provider, I do think about perhaps how you're being viewed in society. So an occupation of sorts, there could be a work connection here for some of you, something developing in your physical material world. We of course have lots of pentacles presenting, the King of Pentacles, which is about, again, this same provider, protector, husband energy, very, very strong masculine, grounded but assertive, action-oriented energy presenting for you today in this spread pile one. It's clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, which again is that number of divinity. It's about harvesting and waiting for your investments. So again, all of these pentacles coming through could definitely represent for some of you the idea of a change to your material circumstances. But again, what's most important is there's balance achieved here with this Temperance energy. We have, you know, this alchemy, this coming together, this beauty of just a very balanced, alchemized, you know, perfectly blended sort of an existence where all facets of our world are in perfect order. And that's what it's feeling like after a period of perhaps loss or disappointment, of turbulence, of just, you know, things not falling into place. You definitely feeling a sense of lack or things being out of balance. You know, with Seven of Swords here, which could be the lie, cheat, steal card, but I read it more here as the strategy card. This is about plans not materializing, not coming together, or not ever, you know, fully rising to the occasion and coming into fruition the way that you've planned. This is about all of your patience with strength, with all of your perseverance, with your commitment to faith, and to trusting of the universe. Again, all of this divine energy presenting for you. It really looks like there's about to be a strong sense of balance or rebalancing that's going to occur for you. And it's going to result in a lot of material stability for you, which is so exciting. But more importantly, or I would say as equally as important as that energy is to feel secure financially or materially speaking in your real world circumstances, what's also going to be happening is, again, just coming into a greater sense of balance within, of feeling secure and grounded and capable, and you're ready to take charge and take control over your life. Again, in a very aligned, balanced way. We do have last quarter moon in Sagittarius, which is practice gratitude. I would say that's appreciation. So expressing appreciation, you're going to have a lot that's going to be to appreciate, pile one. There's going to be big, beautiful blessings coming in for you. I'm really drawn to this Two of Wands energy here, clarified by the Six of Cups. This just is kind of giving me this idea of something coming together for you that's been a long time in the making. The Six of Cups can reference the past. This is either a very long-ranged dream that you've had. Perhaps it's something related to an element of childhood, something you dreamed about for a very long time, or it's just even returning to the optimism and the essence or the vibrancy and resiliency, the radiance of childhood. Children are they're the closest to source energy of all human beings, because of course they haven't been around as long. They're not being tainted by the world or by the opinions of others that have been here longer. So they're very innocent, they're very naive, yet they're very open and positive, and just again radiating that resilience spirit. And that's what it feels like is going to be happening for you, pile one. So after a period of perhaps being dealt some challenging contrasts and circumstances, we have full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. This is striking me as relating to that idea of, again, there being something that's come up for you recently that has caused you to take pause or to have to reassess things. A reality check is kind of a call to action for me. It's almost like a shock of like, okay, it could be a tower moment, something coming into play for you that you weren't expecting or that you didn't think you'd have to deal with at this point in time, or again, something that you maybe were planning or hoping for a very long time that just has never fully materialized and come together. And now it's finally in the process for you, or it's finally at the cusp, that threshold of being able to, materialize and actually happen. But there's an element of choice here. There's an element of needing to, get real and get very intentional in your manifestation with all of this, again, masculine energy coming through with this King of Pentacles and the Emperor and the Provider and all of this, this independent lady. So again, this idea of stepping into power in order to help all of these shifts take place for you in your material and physical world. We have the card Wisdom here, and this is a beautiful card that actually depicts a child. The reason I chose her is because even though she is a child, and there's other cards in the deck that are kind of similar in imagery, but even though she's a child, the reason why it struck me as being a wisdom-like image is because she does look so matured. She does look so, proper and poised and put together. And this is, again, the energy that's coming through for you, pile one, the energy of somebody who is, getting sort of their ducks in a row. It's things falling in line and finally falling into place in a big way where they haven't maybe previously, and especially regardless of chronological age. Again, with the Six of Cups coming out for you, you could be very young, either in spirit or in actual age, but have lived a lot of life, have attained a lot of wisdom, and is finally starting to come together for you. The Seven of Pentacles, is this energy again of waiting, of investing, of sort of sowing your seeds and then waiting for the harvest to come together. So pile one, what's really coming through strongly for me is that all of this experience and this wisdom and all of this energy that you've built up, where you've attempted to manifest this particular life that you've always wanted and it's never fully come together, it is looking like it's going to finally be a time to celebrate, where you're going to have this ability to realize all of these big dreams, these big plans that you've had. Look at how exuberant all of these people look. This is a really joyous time for you that's up ahead. This is a beautiful energy, and one that's very exciting as we consider, in context of all of the cards that are presented for you today. There's really something on the horizon that's going to be pretty beautiful, I believe, that's coming through for you, pile one. So let's take a look at what that is exactly. What is coming in for pile one? Let's get a little bit more information on what is coming in. We have the Ten of Pentacles, again, a reference to material balance, to worldly, abundance and prosperity and fulfillment. This is like a happy ending here. We have the Ace of Wands, stepping back into power, the Four of Cups, and the Chariot. So for me, the Four of Cups is striking me as not doing things the same way as you've always done, rejecting sort of the status quo or the common practice that you've always engaged in. And again, another number 7 with the Chariot, being divinely guided forward, pile 1. There's really strong energy of divine intervention here. You are being guided and supported and just moved in the direction that you need to be. You can trust that you're facing true north right now, that you're on the right path. In terms of abundance, this is a very, very beautiful reading for incoming blessings, because what it's really saying, pile 1, is that your entire life is about to change. You're going to have a big shift. And what's going to happen is there's going to be a lot of real world, material-based fulfillment and security and balance and just attainment that's coming in for you. What else is shifting for pile 1 in the near future? What are they manifesting and what is coming in for them? We have the Knight of Cups. This is just a plain black card. I'll explain that in a moment. We have the Four of Swords. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this black card, this plain black, was never meant to be an actual card in this deck. And when I did the deck review of it, the creator actually, later said to me offline that she never, she always just intended those to be like extra supplemental decorative cards. And I was like, no, I put those in with the reading and I ascribed meanings to them. And what this means for me, when we think of black, we think of blockages, we think of darkness, we think of shadow. And with this Four of Swords, what instantly comes through to me is like a dark night of the soul. So what's shifting is you're actually stepping out of that dark night, out of that shadowy, again, perhaps dormant energy that's just been lying in wait, where you haven't been taking action, you haven't felt powerful enough, you've been sort of saving up your reserves. Again, we had strength come out for you as well in the very beginning. And it's actually going to help you again to be emotionally and physically and just all around ready to pursue this new beginning, this established foundation, this beginning of a new way of life with this Ace of Pentacles. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm actually super, super excited for this reading. It feels wonderful. So let's go ahead and just pull some final guidance for you, or some final messages, final insight from Spirit. What do they want you to know about all of this that's coming in for you soon? Seems incredible. Let's see what they want to tell you. So this is another one of those, like it's an extra card in the deck, and I will explain what it means. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Three of Wands. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is pre-Empress energy. We had the Emperor. Now we have this Nine of Pentacles. Again, this like really strong vibe of abundance and self-sufficiency, of stability, of groundedness. We have the Magician. Oh my goodness, you can't even get much better than this. We have Mischief. That is interesting. We have Practicality. We have Playfulness coming up over Mischief, and that's how that felt more so to me. That's not very nefarious. We have the Thief as I say that. No worries though, again. We have the Seven of Swords also presenting for you earlier, so that's interesting. That's sort of a similar energy coming out. Guidance or further information for pile 1, please. Last quarter moon in Pisces, which is talk less and feel more. And we have first quarter moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. So pile 1, first and foremost, again, what Source wants to reiterate for you is how much things are about to change. So again, I discussed how this is a separate, card that was never intended to be a part of the deck, and I've ascribed it a certain meaning. I've assigned it something that when it comes out, it means the same thing every time. So just know that too. If you ever get a deck where, it's not meant to be a part of the deck, but it could be, just assign a meaning to it and include it in, and you'll see how it'll resonate. It resonates beautifully in with this spread. So the backs of these cards, as you can see, depict just the mirror opposite image. So it's a darkened black clover. On this particular card, it is a whited out. It's almost like a blank clover. So it represents a lack of abundance or luck or success to me. And what it's again saying is that you've really overthought a lot of things in your life that you haven't led with intuition. You haven't led by emotional feel. You've led by been led by judgment and criticism and past experiences that maybe have been harsh, again, with that take a reality check energy, it does feel, pile one, like you've been very much in your head when you've handled a lot of things in life. You may be at the cusp of experiencing some similar energies or similar experiences that you have in the past, but you need to understand it's coming from a higher perspective, a more aligned energy. And that period of lack, again, we had the Five of Pentacles out as well for you. That lack, that sense of loss, or things not turning out for you, that is over. Spirit wants you to know that's done. There are no more blockages for you in your path. You actually have a clear way forward. We had that Chariot energy to confirm. After a long period of waiting, honestly, so long, you finally are going to be stepping into this abundant, beautiful, just prosperous energy of this Nine of Pentacles. I really think it's your time, pile one. We have the last quarter moon in Pisces, talk less and feel more. Again, this is about tapping into your intuition. It's about really heeding all of what you've cultivated and learned, from your spiritual journey. We had that wisdom card come out for you. This is about leaning less on that Queen of Swords, that mental acuity, that sense of, again, critical or harsh judgments of the physical world through our past experiences, and leaning more on trusting and feeling our way through things rather than thinking our way through them. That's not always the best way. At the same time, first quarter moon in Capricorn, unleash your kindest self. Spirit wants you to know that you have to keep your energy in a good place. You need to stay balanced. You need to ensure that you're doing a lot of grounding work, inner work as you embark on this journey. It's going to be essential, again, for keeping the energy in the right place for all of these manifestations. Now, when we see the Magician coming out here for you, that's, again, a beautiful card of abundance. It's about bringing things together, manifesting, creating deliberately, having things work out in your favor, and feeling empowered and inspired enough to do this. We have practicality also coming out here for you, which is a card, again, that relates back to not only the Magician, but the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, even the Provider card that was just beneath this Magician. There's a lot, again, of energy here presenting for you, which relates back to having good balance, heating your emotional side, your intuitive side, but also taking practical steps now. So that's just a call to you from Spirit that there will be some practical steps necessary to move things forward, but that's to be expected, and it'll happen. It'll come together for you just beautifully. At the same time, we have this Thief energy here with, to me, that's just coming through again, is this idea of strategy and of being careful, being intentional, and being purposeful in how you pursue things, but again, be mindful not to stay so guarded. So when I think of a thief, I also think of someone who's very paranoid, or who's, there's an energy here of nefariousness, and it doesn't need to feel that way. This doesn't have to be a daunting task for you. You can approach this with a lightheartedness, again, with your kindest self, your most abundant, opulent, beautiful energy that you possibly can bring to the table. And you'll see how that'll turn things and change things around for you. We have mischief, coming out here, along with this beautiful playfulness energy. And, it's just, again, coming through for me very strongly that there is going to be an element of balance required, and you do not want to take things too seriously. You want to enjoy the journey. You want to be, having a good time as you're manifesting and creating, and you want to be deliberate in your creations. And to do that, you need to, again, be in this lighthearted, beautiful energy, this abundant energy of being kind, of being intuitive based, leaning on Spirit, trusting, being in appreciation mode, and really just taking the time to stay balanced, keep your energy in the right place, and then, again, setting your intentions and making your dreams a reality, because it's looking like everything is about to step into place for you very soon. I wouldn't be surprised if this was going to happen within the month, even within the next 30 days. So pile one, I hope that you've enjoyed this reading and that it's been of help to you. That was a wonderful message. I'm so excited for you. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I invite you to do so. If you have enjoyed this reading, it really helps me out. It helps out the channel to get more exposure, to become more of a frequent face here on the YouTube platform. So it means the world if you do decide to engage, and you can also feel free to also leave comments and like, share. click that notification bell even if you are subscribed, because if you do not actually click to be notified, you won't receive updates when I post. And I want you to be able to catch all of the content when it's first uploaded. So again, Pile 1, it's been great having you here today. I'm wishing you a happy St. Patrick's Day, sending you loving, beautiful, abundant, prosperous blessings and beautiful energy for you as you explore what is ahead for you in life. This is wonderful. And until next time, Pile 1, I hope you take great care. Bye-bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose this beautiful green jasper. Forgot to move this one out of the way here from Pile 1. This green jasper tower point and the beautiful embroidered forest tarot, which is brand new to the channel. This is an out of print independently created deck, but there is a second print run that is going to be released soon. And it's just stunning. I just came across it recently and was not even aware of this deck at all. And it is just gorgeous. I had to have it. So here it is. And it is making its debut here on the channel with your reading today. So we're going to go ahead and just take a look at whatever manifestations you have coming in, whatever blessings are ahead for you, Pile 2. Pile 1's reading was amazing. Hopefully the same will come through for you. Some really wonderful insights into what you can be expecting in the next month or so. If you are seeing this when the reading is first being uploaded and shared, happy St. Patrick's Day. If you're seeing it even just during the relative time it was uploaded, happy March. This is a time of abundance, of renewal. Spring is just ahead for us as well in the Northern Hemisphere. And we really just have some great energies surrounding us currently. So even if you're seeing this reading at another time, just trust that it's meant for you at the time you're finding it. It is timeless. And let's go ahead and jump in, starting with tarot. And we're also going to be using my Taro-racle deck today, which is vintage St. Patrick's Day imagery. So hopefully you enjoy that. We're going to use that a little bit as well. And then we'll use a couple other oracle cards too, but we'll mostly begin with tarot and we'll just see. We'll see what comes through. So for you, Pile 2, what blessings can you expect in the near future? What is manifesting for you right now? This is, excuse me, the Six of Wands. As beautiful as these are, because they are these like silver gilded printing, Three of Swords, it's a little difficult to see right away what they are. They look beautiful on camera though. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Magician. That fell out as I was shuffling and speaking to you, and I'm glad it came out. If it's meant to, it always will. And this also, I believe, came out. So Five of Cups and the Magician, clarifying these energies for you today. We have the, what is that? Five of Swords. We have Judgment. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Tower coming through for you. And the Star. What a beautiful energy. Okay, so Pile 2 is already a pretty distinctive storyline coming through for you, but let's go ahead and pull my Taro-racle cards as well to get those on the table. This is a beautifully, of course, independently created deck because I created it. Just stunning vintage images. I call it Taro-racle because it is a hybrid of tarot and oracle cards. It has the full major arcana, card 0, the Fool, through card 21, the World, and then all of the rest. And this is a very hefty deck, quite a few cards here. All of the rest of the cards are going to be just oracle based. So they're going to be images with just a singular meaning or wording on them, but they are stunning. They're wonderful for all different types of reading, and I'm very connected to these because I made them myself. I make vintage style decks that all have a similar format that are for all of the major holidays, so I've really enjoyed doing that. It's a nice little passion project of mine. We have Comfort coming out first for you. We have Planning. Beautiful. I love these images. Every time I see them, I just think that they're outstanding. We have the Emperor. And Joyfulness. Okay. This is great energy, really, really strong. And from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle deck, what is coming in for pile 2, please? We have full moon in Aquarius, be real. And we have last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. This also came out for pile 1. Okay, pile 2. So what I'm seeing here in the energy presently is that there's been some type of upsetting revelation that's come through to you. There's been something either communicated to you or that's been realized that's brought with it a lot of pain, a lot of angst or anguish. It's been difficult to process. And yet, as I'm seeing it here, you know, as much as you may be struggling with this information, there is indications here about, you know, again, having difficulty with, you know, a challenge, I'll say, a challenge or obstacle presented surrounding this information, or perhaps it's been an ongoing challenge or obstacle and you've just been met with a little bit more bad news. Either way, the energy of this is about success in overcoming challenges and obstacles, again, as it relates perhaps to a very unsettling or saddening event. We have the Queen of Wands, which is central here, and this is all about manifestation. She is the Queen of Spirit. She is very, you know, guided by Source. She's aligned and balanced. She's inspired and focused on self-improvement, on, you know, her passions. She's about being driven and motivated forward, and she's clarified by the Eight of Wands, which is another card of, again, this wonderful momentous energy of swiftness, of things coming in for you. You're going to be having some great manifestations taking place for you that are going to be very shocking or very sudden. We have the Magician coming out, which is, again, that deliberate creator. That's a person who has the power and the will and the inspiration and the drive to create change, to manifest wonderful things in their existence. It's clarified by the Tower. So the Tower is and can be an unsettling energy, one in which it's important to, you know, stabilize ourselves, perhaps recalibrate. So it could be presenting as a little bit of contrast for you, but we'll get a clarifier on that as well. And then we have the Five of Cups, which again is this card of disappointment, of loss, and of pain. There's some type of grief, a recent event here that's been upsetting for you, but there is healing and hopefulness despite this energy. It's almost like you've already begun the healing process. You've already started to make your way beyond this energy with that star presenting. I love also how we have all of these wonderful energies coming out in the Taro-racle here. We have comfort, which is again about contentment and about balance and about finding that inner sense of peace despite what may have been presenting out to you in your outward experience recently. We have, of course, here the Emperor and planning. These are both very assertive, grounded, practical energies, very masculine in nature. But again, this is about I think taking inspired action and being guided and feeling, you know, with this Eight of Wands, again, this fired up, passionate, lively energy to move forward on your path. This is about you just stepping back into your power after, again, a period of time where you were maybe feeling disempowered or sad, lost, you know, disappointed. You're now returning to a period of time of joyfulness. Either you are there now or you will be soon, pile 2, which is wonderful considering that the Three of Swords comes out, and that's a very deeply painful energy. That's the heartbreak card. And so to see such beauty that's going to be presenting for you shortly in your experience is just really, really wonderful. We do have the last quarter moon in Sagittarius, practice gratitude. And every single time I see this card, I always think of appreciation. I think of just admiring the beauty and the abundance of life, no matter where it comes from. I discussed in pile 1 that, you know, abundance doesn't always just come in the form of money or, you know, it's not material always. Abundance is, you know, appreciating the beauty in seeing a wonderful, you know, sky. The sky looks really beautiful that day for you, or the moon looks especially beautiful and it's really drawing you in. It's about appreciating the love and the good energy shared between yourself and others, or it's about the love and, you know, care that you have for self. It's just about good feeling, again, joyfulness and positive energy. Full moon in Aquarius, be real, is again about this idea that there's been something very unsettling or something very sudden, very shocking, possibly painful that's come into your field of awareness with this judgment energy. So you've gotten real. And actually what Spirit wants you to know is that that clarity has been incredibly impactful for you. It's been super, super important for you to have that moment, even though it presented with some pain or a sense of again, sadness, because it's brought you to this energy where it's propelled you forward with this Eight of Wands. It's gotten you into this state of now being more direct in your focus. And I'm hearing also in aligning your vibration to manifest your true desires. It may not even be at a completely conscious level, but what you've done by experiencing that contrast and quickly recalibrating or realigning yourself, taking that time to attain peace, to comfort, and then begin again to begin to again realign your priorities, realign your energy, is you've set yourself up to be in this beautiful magician energy to begin to manifest some big, beautiful blessings. There's some great stuff coming for you later this month, or in the next 30 days or so from when you're seeing this. So let's take a look. First of all, I want to get a clarifier for what that Tower card is. What is this Tower energy that has come out for pile 2, please? The Knight of Wands. We have the Emperor once again coming out for you. So you could also be dealing with a divinely masculine energy. We have the Hierophant, which is card number 5, obviously indicative of change, of transformation. There's a crow situated here if you've asked for any signs. This is just a really strong representation, again, of the idea that there's been some type of like very unsettling, quick, fast moving energy that's come in. The Knights are all messengers. So, they're all action oriented. They could be messengers. So they do indicate messages, and it could have been, again, something relayed to you, communicated to you that's brought, again, so much change to your focus. It's been transformational. It's been painful. But again, what I'm seeing is it's brought you a greater sense of stability and kind of reaffirmed where you're going on your own individual spiritual path. Perhaps you were distracted for a period of time, pile 2, or things just weren't completely aligned the way they needed to be. And now, as a result of experiencing this enlightening moment, that in itself is a beautiful blessing. And now you're kind of setting yourself up for this even greater manifestation to come later for you this month. So let's take a look at what exactly that energy is. What is it that pile 2 is going to be experiencing soon? Give us more detail. So we have the 2 of Cups, which is the swans. That's lovely. We have the Page of Cups, another swan, gorgeous. This is the 10 of Wands. And this is the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, what is coming in here? What is coming in? It's going to clarifier for the 8 of Pentacles is the 10 of Pentacles. There's a lot of material abundance headed your way, pile 2. So big shifting when it comes to work, career, or finances. There's going to be a turnaround in that regard. Feels like there's been a little bit of blockage, again, with that 10 of Wands energy. There was indications that you perhaps were not completely aligned with being able to manifest as abundantly as you could have been because you were a little bit distracted with some of these other energies. When I see the 2 of Cups, coming through, this is not striking me actually as a romantic love. It's actually making me feel as though it's just connection with others in general. So developing deeper senses of connection with others, having more empathy, understanding. The Page of Cups here coming out as well. An energy of just, it feels like an approach to life that's more loving and more aligned and balanced, and it's less expectant, it's more open, it's more carefree, it's more you're in receiving mode is what it seems like. And even though love may be your focus, for example, or there may be some area of your life or some aspect of your experience right now that you're really have the majority of your energy devoted towards, it's looking like work is really going to take the forefront for you and manifest some great things. A large sum of money is what it's actually coming through for me. So anything else that you can tell us about this? We have the Queen of Swords, the 10 of Cups, and Strength. So you previously didn't know if you could attain, emotional fulfillment and happiness. I really think this relates to a relationship for a lot of you, pile 2. And Spirit is saying to just be strong. That's coming. That is coming. Now is not exactly the time for that. I think that there's a little bit more inner work, alignment, and just adjustments that can be made in order for you to get more aligned with that energy, to have that manifest. It's not feeling like now is is the right moment for there to be a relationship, but there's going to be a lot of emotional fulfillment and happiness regardless coming in for you very, very shortly. And that's, again, what abundance is all about. It doesn't have to be one particular regard. It can be in all different forms. And as long as it brings you joy and makes you feel wonderful, and of course the 10 of Cups is very joyous, then it's a great, great thing regardless either way. So pile 2. Let's go ahead and just get some final thoughts from Source, either guidance or whatever else it wants us to know about what you are manifesting and bringing in for you shortly. We know it's work related, and it's stepping back into power after loss and after feeling, saddened. We have the 4 of Cups. We have the 9 of Cups. The 5 of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Swords. This is about you very, strongly being discerning about your emotional relationships, especially. Again, seeing what serves you and what doesn't, and then realigning priorities so that you can stay, protective of self and in a good, abundant energy for manifestation. It really feels like a rejection of sorts, of something that, is drawing too much energy from you, and instead focusing on self, focusing on your pursuits. And with this 9 of Pentacles coming out earlier, I believe it did, or that was the last reading. However, we have the 10 of Pentacles. That's right. With this 9 of Cups energy coming out for you, and we have all of this Pentacles presenting already, this Pentacles energy, this is just a strong sense of stepping back into power. We did have the Emperor come out for you, as well as joyfulness. So again, this is about manifestation. Queen of Wands is also another powerful manifester, someone who, is very in tune with the energies in order to bring forth what she's wanting to experience, her true desires. So 9 of Cups is about that emotional fulfillment and about manifesting those dreams and having them come, kind of into reality, into true form. We have gratitude coming out for you. So again, appreciation is indicated twice here. Positivity, staying optimistic about all areas of your life will ensure that things come through. Again, friendship, as I said, with that 2 of Cups earlier, there is definitely indication that you are going to be reevaluating. We have consideration, reevaluating friendships, getting close with some, maybe distancing from some others, realigning priorities in your emotional relationships, and really just, again, setting yourself up to be surrounded by those that are going to help you manifest, that are going to uplift and inspire you and not drag you down, or I guess just make you feel emotionally unstable. People that are drawing power and energy from you that are not giving back are going to be eliminated. We have last quarter moon in Cancer. Take a breather. Again, there's a rejection or a break or some type of, disconnect indicated with somebody or something that's not serving you. And we have new moon in Aquarius, open up to change. So again, by opening yourself up either to meeting others or to just pursuing some different avenues in work, there's definitely an energy here of stepping back into power after a period of time of loss and of disappointment, of something really heartbreaking that shook you up, unsettled you or rattled you for a moment. And now it's like you taking your power back, stepping back into a state of balance and alignment, and just, remembering the manifestor that you are, remembering how powerful you are, this Queen of Wands energy. Last quarter moon in Cancer, take a breather. Cancerian energy is all about the emotional self, intuition. So ensure that you're leaning on source, pile 2, that you're really heeding the call from spirit to prioritize self. There's a lot of independent energies coming through for you here with this pile. Cultivating at the same time emotional relationships where it feels safe and comfortable, and where you know that it's going to only positively contribute to your vibration, to your ability to manifest, and be open to change. Open up, spirit says, to however that may present for you in your life. It may look differently than how it does right now. Again, that may be distancing from some others, bringing newness in, or even being opening up to the potential of that energy for something new to come in. But either way, strong indications also about physical and material or financial abundance coming in for you. So I really think that what you're going to see, pile 2, is that as a result of you realigning priorities, getting more emotionally balanced, kind of overcoming a sense of loss or distancing yourself from things that make you feel this sense of lack or loss, you're really going to see your power amped up and some really wonderful, beautiful things begin to materialize for you, even including actual money. So how exciting, pile 2. I hope you've enjoyed that reading and it's been helpful to you. If it has, I would invite you to consider subscribing and clicking the notification bell for this channel so you can be updated every time I post. I try to post new content as frequently as possible, several times a week. And, hopefully we can connect again for a future reading. It's been my absolute honor to read for you, to have you here sharing space with me. Until next time, pile 2, I hope you take great care. Bye-bye. Hi, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. Happy St. Patrick's Day as well if you're seeing this video at the time it is being uploaded. It is timeless though, either way. We have the beautiful moss agate tower point for you, and we have this gorgeous Guardian of the Night Tarot, beautiful independent deck. It is actually about to be mass produced and published and available on Amazon right now for pre-order, so I am including a link down below for that, an affiliate-based link. It costs you absolutely nothing if you were already planning to purchase the deck. All it does is help support this channel and enable me to bring you more content. So please do consider that. It will be listed down below in the comment box in a pinned comment. Now, we are asking today, pile 3, what manifestations do you have coming? What blessings are headed your way? Piles 1 and 2 were incredible. They're very different messages, but equally, I think, enlightening and very eye-opening about what can be expected and also how to get it. The guidance from source has been on point today about what needs to happen to best to move this energy forward and bring these manifestations in. So we're going to go ahead and get started right away. Starting with the tarot, I will be also using my own Taro-racle deck today, which is St. Patrick's Day themed, so that's fun. It's been really resonating in all the other piles today. And then, of course, we'll get some guidance for you, and we'll just see what's coming in for you. Let's go ahead and get to it. So for pile 3, what manifestations or blessings can pile 3 expect, please? We have strength that has come out in all piles today. We have the 6 of Swords energy. We have the Hierophant. And we have the 5 of Swords. So 2 5s already. Change and transformation is on the horizon for you. And lots of snakes. If you've asked for, signs of any particular animal, I'm seeing snake energy. We also have some, looks like rodents. We have the King of Swords, the 7 of Wands, the 8 of Wands. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is beautiful. Really, really great stuff. Okay. And from my Taro-racle deck, this gorgeous vintage deck here. Look at this. Is beautiful images that are Victorian. Love them. I call it Taro-racle because it's a combination. It's a hybrid deck of tarot and oracle. It has the full major arcana. So card 0, the Fool, up through and including card 21, the World, and then it jumps from there to oracle based. So it's just kind of a fun, different deck. I made it up myself, and I really have enjoyed using it today. We have Wisdom. She came out for pile 1 as well. Beautiful energy. She's gorgeous. We have the Empress. Wonderful. We have the High Priestess. So very intuitive energies here, very abundant energies. We have Joyfulness. She also came out for pile 2. And from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle deck, we have First Quarter Moon in Aries, Step into Your Power. And we have First Quarter Moon in Cancer, Push Through Any Insecurity. Okay. So, already pile 3, what's presenting to me coming out with strength right away, right off the bat, is, somebody who is stepping into power. I think you're getting and gaining better control over your thought process. With this King of Swords energy, which is about, thought. Again, we have wisdom indicated here as well with the owl imagery. It's leaning into more intuitive based feeling and living versus living in a space of anxiety, of fear. So what's actually opening up for you is coming into more mental and emotional balance. We also have the 6 of Swords here clarified by the 7 of Wands. So a period of time where, again, there's like a lot of resistance here, a lot of danger indicated with all of these alligators. The 7 of Wands is a very resistant kind of oppositional energy. It's a fighting spirit energy. And I'm actually taking it more as that versus, again, this idea of you being kind of burdened by obstacles. With the Six of Swords here, it's actually looking like you're gliding through or sailing beyond any obstacles. You've been in a time of challenge, but as I see here with all of these alligators, it just makes me think, the alligator is focused on all of these other alligators. They're not seeing this, this deer or gazelle or whatever that may be in the distance. They're focused on each other. So again, this is this idea of rumination, of somebody who has been very focused on self, but kind of in a state of lack, in a state of self-restriction, hasn't been seeing or feeling things clearly, hasn't been in touch with intuition, pushing through any insecurity. For first quarter moon in Cancer tells me that, again, you're stepping back into power and beyond all of this difficult energy you've been experiencing lately, of lack of assurance, confidence, insecurity, low self-esteem, low self-worth, and you're stepping into your power here. Beautiful. With this Hierophant coming out, again, number 5 is indicative of transformation, of change, and higher learning. It's clarified by the 8 of Wands. This is fast momentum forward. There's been a big spiritual shift for you, Pile 3. I don't know if you can feel that yet. If you haven't yet, it's definitely coming. You may still be sitting in this little bit of a bitterness energy with this 5 of Swords. It's a little bit of a challenging, again, relating back to that 7 of Wands. It's a bit of struggle, challenge, perhaps discord or disagreement, but again, it feels like with self. And what you're actually going to be having is a shift out of that energy with this wheel. It's the Wheel of Fortune is about that divine wheel turning, about those shifts taking place and you manifesting and bringing forth way better energy that better serves you, that allows you to manifest, as it would indicate, a lot of abundance and prosperity. Really, really good things. We have stepping into your power here also with wisdom. So again, heeding more of that intuitive guidance, that intuitive insight of source, and less on your emotional, reactive or impulsive, I would say, sensations that you often have. Again, we have intuition represented here by the High Priestess and the Empress energy. So this is about stepping into feminine receptivity, regardless of gender, stepping into intuitive power, and just embracing things through emotions, caring more about how you feel, caring more about how you treat yourself. With this Joyfulness card coming out for you, it really feels like your biggest blessing right now is going to be a change of perspective in self, of you seeing the world differently, viewing yourself differently, and gaining or regaining a sense of confidence. And as I said in the beginning as well, we have this card here depicting a snake. So snakes are all about transformation as well. They're about shedding skin. They're about rebirth. They need to transform. They need to change. They have to shed their skin or they'll die. So, it's important that we shed what no longer serves us and we, change out of that energy to allow what needs to come in to flow through to us. What's not serving you, Pile 1 is, or Pile 3 rather, is all of this insecurity, this anxiety, this sense of lack, this lack of really what it is a lack of just assurance in self, of love for self. But I do think, again, that that's changing. Let's go ahead and see what else may be coming for you. What else is coming for Pile 3, please? So we have the Hermit. Again, this is deep spiritual wisdom and insights coming through. The King of Pentacles, stepping back into power. And the Page of Pentacles. This is feeling worthy. This is having something to offer and feeling confident to offer it, to step back out into the world, to manifest your own abundance, to make your own way. This is about you not getting caught up and hung up on your own insecurity, your own self-doubt, fear, your overthinking mind that kind of runs away with you, this rumination that you engage in quite often, Pile 3, that's going to be stopping for you. It really does look like this timidness even. Look at all these rodents comes through to me to remind me of like how mice scurry around, and that's a timid sort of an energy. That's an insecure and, again, kind of nervous energy. But what's coming through strongly is, again, sort of abandoning and moving beyond that. With that 6 of Swords, you're really going to be seeing past all of your previous limiting beliefs is what it feels like. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, stepping into power. This is beautiful. 7 of Swords. That's power too. Look at that apex predator. The Sun and the King of Cups, one of my favorite cards. This is gaining emotional control and balance as well. Again, what I said is moving away and departing from more of an impulsive or, reactive energy and stepping more into emotional balance, into power, into, strategy. So taking inspired action and thinking your way through things. This doesn't mean not ever thinking through anything, but also having a natural sense of optimism and positivity. With the sun here, this is about seeing the bright side of things, of maintaining that sense of joyfulness, that sense of optimism, and seeing again things through a new light, a shift in perspective, having things come through to you more easily, more abundantly, not being held back. So much, elements of abundance, fertility, blessings in that Queen of Pentacles card. That's, so regardless of gender, we've had both the King and Queen of Pentacles present. This is definitely about somebody who, is coming forward and is embodying this energy needed to really just manifest wonderful, wonderful things, to see themselves in a new light. Look at how opulent and beautiful she looks, that cow. She's sacred in cultures that are Indian cultures and certain parts of the world. The cow is a very sacred animal, very highly regarded. And this is just striking me as you feeling that way about self. Again, transforming your view, your self-perception. We have the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Wands. So again, I'm so glad this Eight of Swords came out, because this is a card I was actually thinking that was going to present. This is again a card of self-restriction, of limiting beliefs, of failing to act because you're held back. You're holding yourself back. This is now with the Ace of Swords presenting, Spirit coming in to say that you're going to start seeing the truth, the reality of things. You're not going to struggle the same way anymore. Instead, actually, you're going to flow. You're going to be allowed to interact and approach the world in a different way. And you're going to see that reverberated back to you, pile 3. So a big part of your abundance as well is going to be in your interactions with others, how people treat you now. We command how people treat us with our energy, and how we establish and develop our energy is how we care about self first and foremost. And so by developing and increasing that sense of self-awareness, of clarity, of self-love, commitment and confidence, the guidance of knowing you can trust yourself, that you are worthy and deserving, and that you can manifest what you want, you are going to see those actually start to take shape and transform in your physical world. Other people are going to treat you differently as a result of this energetic shift. It'll happen just that easily and just that suddenly for you, pile 3. It'll really be incredible when that happens. So let's go ahead and just get some final words from Source, some final guidance. Final guidance for you from Source, whatever they want to say to you most about what's coming in for you, what's up ahead. We have the Chariot energy first, the Nine of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. The Six of Cups. Oh my goodness. And the Fool. Pile 3, this is about you returning to a simpler time, or a more innocent and pure form of self, of having the confidence and the abundance to really move yourself forward and pursue this new beginning in life, to just, again, the strength here, the power. This little bunny rabbit isn't afraid of this big wolf at all. That's another apex predator. And yet this bunny, again, a very shy, normally a shy and timid creature, much like those mice, is actually coming in to, assert themselves and to, present with their own energetic power, that they can take on any challenge, and that they're going to, make a way forward and continue to be this abundant, divinely guided being. And that's what I'm thinking is coming through for you as well, pile 3. Again, with the Six of Cups energy, this is about returning to self, returning to a time of greater strength, of purity, of optimism. There's really a lot of indication here about just a perspective change, of seeing the world through a new set of eyes. And again, having that opportunity for a new beginning with the Fool. Yeah, we have the full moon in Taurus, detoxify. This is releasing all of those limiting beliefs. And then last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. So, Leo energy is all about star power. So getting yourself out there into the world, feeling confident and assured again, to step back out there, to have that new beginning, to, take a leap of faith, to begin to, again, trust in the power of life and what you can create and manifest as an individual, and pursuing it with a lighthearted energy, again hearkening back to the Six of Cups with this beautiful childlike innocence or childlike wonder. And from my Taro-racle deck, we have freedom, big freedom, practicality. Your practical affairs are about to align as well, pile 3. We have the Nurturer, and we have Serenity. So again, these are beautiful energies. We already had the Empress come out, and then the Nurturer is kind of another Empress energy card for me that I've created in this deck. When I saw that image, that's immediately what I thought of about prosperity, of about you know, this motherly energy, this abundant, really beautiful, caring energy that is representative of the Empress. So the Nurturer and the Empress to come out for you, which I believe the Empress came out. Absolutely, she did. For both of those to present for you today, it's a very strong indication also with this childlike energy presenting that you're going to be reparenting yourself. You're going to be nurturing that inner child, and again, developing a better way of communicating and taking care of and sort of connecting with self, your inner being, if you will. Again, establishing and getting back to a better state of being is what it seems like to me. Having the freedom and achieving that peace, that serenity, that comes with release of anxiety and stepping back into power and feeling assured and trusting, leaning into intuition as well. We had, again, that High Priestess energy come out for you. This is probably the most beautiful reading of the day. This is about like a complete inward to outward transformation as a result of somebody really caring enough about themselves and recognizing what a beautiful, amazing, abundant person they are. Practicality, you know, this is again just a reference to how much your physical world, your external experience will change and shift for you, pile 3. It is going to shift and change, pile 3, as a result of these changes. You developing this greater sense of self will command a different experience, and you can trust in that as well. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy. I can't wait for you to experience this level of abundance. This is incredible. So pile 3, I do hope that you've enjoyed this reading and that it's been of help to you. Again, it was the best of the day by far. This pile was just outstanding. If you have enjoyed it and it has resonated, I would love for you to consider liking, sharing, subscribing, interacting with the channel any way you see fit. And also consider hitting that notification bell so that you are notified every time I post. It's such an honor to share space and connect with you today. I hope to do so again in the future. I'm wishing you a happy St. Patrick's Day, lots of loving, healing, just abundant vibes your way as well during this month of March or whenever you're finding this reading. Again, this is just the energy that was embodied today. You can take this in as true for you. I so hope that you do and that you experience these shifts soon. Until next time, pile 3, I hope you take great care. Bye-bye.